Alrighty, time for Duelist Kingdom action, and in this one, Don Zaloog is taking on... Who was it? It'll come up in a sec. I have forgotten who it was. Para Dox brothers. Okay, so this is an interesting one. Because Don Zaloog hasn't got super strong monsters. However, the Para Dox brothers themselves, if they can get one of their good monsters out, Don Zaloog could actually get in a bit of trouble because of his lack of strength. However, Don Zaloog is a tricky one. He can send cards back to hands, he can send them from the deck to the graveyard, he can destroy magic and traps. His deck's a bit of a tricky one. So the Para Dox brothers they've started off with 1 day of peace. Now, Don Zaloog has got himself in his hand. There's Dark Scorpion Gorg the Strong. He's got Wabaku there. There's Shard of Greed. He's got Thunder of Ruler there as well, so it's not a bad starting hand for Don Zaloog, who now summons himself 1400, but if it does life point damage, can do quite some, can send some cards to the graveyard, but 1 day of peace will protect the Para Dox brothers from that. They are now starting turn 3. Don Zaloog has flipped up the Thunder of Ruler, so Para Dox brothers won't get a battle phase here. Okay, turn change. It is Dark Scorpion Mine the Thorn. 1800 defense. There's a Dark Scorpion Gorg the Strong in hand as well. Don Zaloog would have to tribute himself to play it, which is his strongest monster at 1800. There are, of course, a couple of power-ups in Don Zaloog's deck, but it goes in for an attack on Zaloog. It destroys Barrel Rock, only just. The Dark Scorpion Mine the Thorn could have got a direct attack, but of course Don Zaloog doesn't know what's face down. There's the Man-Eating Treasure Chest, and Don Zaloog, who did not play Wabaku, will now lose his monster of Don Zaloog. If he had Wabaku on the field, he could have protected it, but it's... Okay, it doesn't really matter now because Don Zaloog has drawn another copy of Don Zaloog. As the... Oh! Oh, voice crack, but the mustering of the Dark Scorpions. What a draw for Don. He has now got, or he will be able to have now, Dark Scorpion Gorg the Strong as a special summon, and also that's Cliff the Trap Remover. And Dark Scorpion Mine the Thorn is also face down. This could be a massive blow for the Para Dox brothers, because they are going to get hit. There it is, flip up for Dark Scorpion Mine the Thorn. Para Dox brothers are going to get hit 4 times by the effects here, and if Chick the Yellow is drawn, that trap card can actually be activated. I don't think Don Zaloog has managed to activate it yet because it's quite difficult, because you need to get so many Dark Scorpions to the field. All of them but Dark Scorpion Burglars, as we see, remove trap. It was sent to the graveyard, which isn't that useful in this tournament. Cliff the Trap Remover in for the attack. Send the top 2 cards of their deck to the graveyard. Just a couple of throwaway monsters there, but now Dark Scorpion Mine the Thorn. And that can target a Dark Scorpion from the deck to the hand. So that could be Chick the Yellow. That could give Para Dox brothers the ability to actually activate that trap card. What I will say though is that trap card, it makes all of the damage 400. It's actually not a fantastic card, even with this sort of archetype. I think I've actually got that card as well. I've got Mine the Thorn, I've got Gorg the Strong, and I think I've got that trap card as well. Well, that's all I had of their sort of old school mini archetype. As we saw Monster Tamer, and I think it might have been like Destroyer Golem or something. I missed what the first monster was, but there's Wabaku, so no Don Zaloog monsters will be able to be destroyed on this turn. The Para Dox brothers are looking a bit dicey here. They go with the face down defense. And it is legendary sword, so that could put the I could put any one of these monsters up by 300 points. He would probably go though. You'd probably go Dark Scorpion Gauntlet Strong. That way, if there's any 2000 defenses the Para Dox brothers have. So now Para Dox brothers can activate that trap card, but it actually would be more of a detriment because it makes all of the damage 400. It means that all of the Dark Scorpions can attack directly, but all of the damage becomes 400 points. Gorg the Strong destroys Guardian of the Labyrinth. See, this will do more damage, and the well, it's a life point damage in the end, but I tell you what, the Para Dox brothers, it's only 8 turns into this one. What's left? 3100, 4100. The Para Dox brothers do not have enough life points to get through all these attacks. Don Zaloog, if he drew like this every game, he would be tough to beat for any opponent. He can... Dark Scorpion Burglars are the only Dark Scorpion card remaining for Don. It's the only one that's not listed on that trap card as well. As Chick the Yellow went in for an attack. Don Zaloog duels take a little while because there's so many effect prompts popping up for him, but... And he sends back his own trap card. Didn't even need it in the end. Don Zaloog himself goes in for the attack and has picked up the first win. So 1-0 up against the Para Dox brothers, who really have struggled. I think they are still winless as well, aren't they? Para Dox brothers. Yes, Para Dox brothers and Bakura, I believe, are both still winless, along with our anime protagonist. Bakura plays in the next match, whether that'll be probably tomorrow. He plays against Pegasus. Bakura and Pegasus should actually be a pretty good match. So Don Zaloog and the Para Dox brothers are going to match up for game number 2 of 3, Para Dox brothers perspective this time. And thanks to those who left comments from yesterday's video of Weevil and Bastion as well. Just let me filter these comments before they start going in random places. Joe Loads said Bastion during the first duel literally did a yes, the floor here is made of floor when using red medicine with chain energy. Oh, I tell you what, Wasteland for first turn on the Para Dox brothers, that's going to be quite useful. Dragon Statue also played. There was also Rob's Halitosis, who said he's really 35. I think that was for Emperor Pikachu's 32nd birthday. Let me tell you about age 35. I haven't reached it yet, but there is an iconic character from Final Fantasy X, Auron. He is 35 in Final Fantasy X. He looks about 55, but he is listed as 35 in the game's manual. And Tidus is always like calling him old man and kind of poking fun at him. As Don Zaloog has come to the field again, Thunder of Ruler prevented the attack, but Don Zaloog is at 1800. Dragon Statue is tributed, and now the Para Dox brothers have Labyrinth Wall. Whenever you see a face-down tribute from the Para Dox brothers, you're going to have to assume it is Labyrinth Wall. Drawing while talking, Silas DC, Moonwolfie, and Alejandro Fernandez, and also Super Palco as well for commenting. Yesterday, drawing while talking, not a Weevil fan, though honestly having 3 of those Hydrogeddon is kinda Yeah, if he draws Hydrogeddon on the first turn, that effect can be very, very strong for Bastion. So he's 4-1. He's done better than what I thought he would, Bastion, given how poorly his deck did in the when we did that GX short tournament a little while ago. Bastion was one of the worst performing players. Tribute for Don Zaloog, it's Dark Scorpion Gorg the Strong. That's the only monster it would be. Now, Don did attack Labyrinth Wall. When that's flipped up, it's susceptible to getting hit by stuff like Offerings to the Doomed and all that. Silas DC says, Weevil's nickname is Weevil Underpants. I don't know where I got that from, but it's a little humour to add. Pretty sure I probably called Weevil that as well. It's always fun to make. Always a good time to make fun of Weevil, as Mystical Space Typhoon has just popped that negate attack. So the Para Dox brothers with a... they had another line of defense, but that's now gone. They do have Ryokyu. And as we see now, they do have 2 cards face down. Wall of Illusion was the... oh, sorry, 1 card face down. Wall of Illusion has just yeeted Don Zaloog back to his own hand, but it has also taken out that Sword of Dark Destruction. And now Para Dox brothers could be in here to summon Kazajin. And that is going to be very tough for Don Zaloog to get off the field, because if you attack Kazajin, it can put an opponent's monster to 0 attack once per turn, so they are actually very difficult monsters to get off the field physically. So Ryokyu now has also been activated, so that's 18, so that's 9 onto 24 is 33. In for the attack, there goes Dark Scorpion, unless there is a prompt. Or a lag or whatever, 2400, the attack does hit. 3300 for Kazajin. Now Ryokyu only lasts 1 turn. Moonwolfie said, always good to see Weevil lose. That first one got close because of Chain Energy. Chain Energy is one of the, like... I love watching that card in action because each duelist has to play their cards preciously when each one costs 500 life points. There's Don Zaloog himself again. To the end phase, that's interesting. He's got 2 monsters in attack mode, so he's enticing Para Dox to attack. He wants to psych him out a little bit by playing that Thunder of Ruler. And Emperor Pikachu also said, thanks for the birthday shout out and acknowledging the 1K subs. I hope it was a good birthday. Mine is soon as well. I don't want to think about it. I don't want any more birthdays. I just want time to freeze for a little while. But that is not the world that we live in. Sojin is played. That will increase all of Don Zaloog's monsters. He's just played Card Destruction. Trying to refresh his hand, trying anything to get over that Kazajin, but it hasn't happened for him. He's gone to defense mode now. Alejandro said, haven't watched yet, but this should be a fun run. Super Palco. Basham was clearly 1 league too high for Weevil. Well, Weevil... if Weevil entered Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, he would probably form his own dorm. It'd be... what's a green monster? Kazajin's green. Because you got Slifer Red, Obelisk Blue, Ra Yellow. What's a green monster? Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth Green. Weevil would form himself Great Moth Green. And he would form his own dorm out in the forest. And would basically pester the rest of the other dorms. Oh, there's Suijin. Hell, we might get Para Dox brothers summoning Gate Guardian legitimately. I mean, although to get Sanger of the Thunder, you'd have to tribute another 2 times. I mean, of course, there are other ways to special summon Sanger of the Thunder, of course, but Gate Guardian is probably one of the, probably is the worst card in the game, as Mask of Weakness has been activated. Oh, Dark Scorpion, Mine the Thorn. Now, because Waste... Oh, okay, so Mask of Weakness reduced it by 700, and then Sojin increased Dark Scorpion Mine the Thorn by 200. I was wondering where those points went around from, but okay, so the effect did activate, and Don Zaloog pulled a Dark Scorpion card from the deck to the hand. Another face-down defense from Don Zaloog. It looks like he may be taking a loss in this one. He's got a lot of firepower to contend with. The Statue of Easter Island has just come to the field. That'll get a 200-point buffer from Wasteland. I'm just thinking, are there like insect... I'd have to like watch or study the watch the GX anime, or just have a look at the booster packs on like Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Guide. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Guide or something like that to see what insect monsters came out in GX. Maybe we could put Weevil in one of those dorms as a bit of fun. Have him form have him form Great Moth Green, and he can have Rex Raptor in there. To be honest, I think Rex Raptor might have been the only friend that Weevil had. Discard one card from hand, so that Waboku is gone, but with 25 and 2400 on the field, unless Don Zaloog can block, he is going to lose on the next turn. Maybe we could put Don Zaloog in Great Moth Green. Oh, speaking of Shadow Ghoul, that's also green. Para Dox brothers can join. They can be in Weevil's Great Moth Green dorm. And now Kazajin is gone. We'll put Piccolo in there as well. The evil Piccolo, King Piccolo from Dragon Ball. He can go in Great Moth Green as well. And Suijin now in for the attack. And Don Zaloog has hit 0. The Para Dox brothers have evened it up at 1-1. I think it's going to be a tough tournament for the Para Dox brothers. Their deck is built mainly out of all of their anime cards, but their deck is not good, man. It's got so many high-level monsters. So last match between Don Zaloog and Para Dox brothers. Neither can pick up the bonus point for sweeping 3-0. However, the season point is now up for grabs. So winner takes all, sudden death. Exactly what we want. We want sudden death. We want 2-1 victories. We don't want 3-0s. But 3-0s are good if the match itself is good, of course, as well. Okay, 4 variations of Don Zaloog's team here, including he himself. Dark Scorpion Mine the Thorn is always useful to draw early on, especially that 1800 defense. If Don can get some attacks happening here and start reducing the Para Dox's forces, he may be able to jump him again. There's a face down from the Para Dox brothers as well. Turn change to Don Zaloog, who has drawn the other one. There's Chick the Yellow. He needs Gorg the Strong. Dark Scorpion Burglars can't be utilized with that trap card that Don Zaloog has. He's gone with another face down defense of Don Zaloog himself. Draw phase. Alright, Para Dox brothers, 6 in hand. Oh, they've gone for a tribute as well. Don Zaloog didn't go in for an attack, didn't really have anything really that strong to attack with. Would have been Giant Soldier of Stone anyway. Millennium Golem is on the field now. And Dark Scorpion Mine the Thorn is gone. 1800 defense. No match for the 2000 of Millennium Golem. There's another one of those trap cards. What's it called? Dark Scorpion Combination. I think there's 3 of them in his deck. I might drop 2 of them out because it's not actually that good of a card, and he's probably only going to need to use it once in a duel anyway. So I might actually drop 2 of those cards out and put, like... You know what? I reckon I might put Soul Exchange in Don Zaloog's deck, because the only other monster... I know some people have said Dark Blade might be a good one to put in as well, because it sort of suits his theme as well. I've been considering that, just to give him another 1800, so he's got something else to attack with. However, Don Zaloog's not doing that bad, really, but I was thinking if Soul Exchange went in, it gives him the option of destroying an enemy monster while being able to get Gorg the Strong to the field. Given that Don Zaloog doesn't have that many, or 1800 is his strongest. I thought about adding Axe of Despair, because that's a 1000 point buffer, and that will give him like a 2200, a 1400, a 2800, like all the other players have. It's just that he wouldn't have to tribute for it unless it was on Gorg the Strong. But if there was only one Axe of Despair in his deck, he's got like, what, a 40 odd card deck, so it's still a low chance of drawing it. Just more thought about, you know, little alterations to the decks, which it's not a bad thing, I think, to alter the decks as the tournament's going, because it helps keep it fresh as well, because it is a long tournament. It's a 32 round season, which will have a final series as well. So I think modding the decks as we go is a good thing for, because if we were watching the same decks for 32 rounds, you know, it kind of would tire out a little bit. So maybe Yugi will get a couple of couple of updates. Or maybe we can just keep him with the deck that he has so we can watch him lose some more. It's always fun watching Duelist Kingdom Yugi lose because he only lost once and that was to Kaiba. Unless you count the VCR match with Pegasus. There goes Dark Scorpion Cliff, the trap remover. Millennium Golem doing the damage. Why is Para Dox Brothers still in defense mode? What do they have in the field? There is a Shard of Greed, so that's 2. Oh boy, he's drawn 3 of those trap cards. Yeah, he's definitely not going to need all 3 of them. Although, if he had all 3 of them, and he used them 3 turns in a row, that would be like super hard to defend because it means they can attack directly. But at this rate, Don Zaloog is not looking good. He has not got anything in his hand that's going to be of any use. And that defense isn't going to hold as we see another tribute. It is Monster Tamer. And statue... I said before, why was Don Zaloog defending? I just thought why he probably is defending. It's because of the effects of the Dark Scorpion cards. I don't remember which one exactly, but one of them can send monsters back to the player's hand. So that could mean that Millennium Golem, if... because I think it's a 1200, which Statue of Easter Island only 1100, that would be why Para Dox Brothers were defending. He's got another one of those. That mustering of the Dark Scorpions. Well, unfortunately for Don Zaloog, he has not drawn a fantastic hand in this third and final match. So, Darkblade would be an okay addition. Sort of suits his theme as well for Don Zaloog. As poor Don is running out. I tell you what, Millennium Golem, MVP of that match. And again, a card we don't get to see very often. Well, this one is over. Don Zaloog has lost. I will get it right this time. This would mean that the Para Dox Brothers have won their first match. We should give them a round of applause. Hey! Para and Dux have finally won their first match and they have opened their account, which just leaves Bakura and Yugi. If Bakura can win tomorrow against Pegasus, Yugi will be on the bottom all by himself. No friends, no heart of the cards, just complete darkness in the darkest depth of the Shadow Realm for Yugi, but we will find out tomorrow. Thanks everybody for tuning in, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.